Hi friends, this is MD Wasim. Welcome to my channel Wasim Academy. This is the second video of solar system. The universe comprises all existing matter and space taken together as a whole. The universe is a boundless expanse in which all matters, stars, planets, satellites, etc. exist. The most acceptable theory related to the birth of the universe is called the Big Bang theory. According to this theory, in the beginning, all matter, substance like gas, dust particles, all elements was contained in a huge, big, burning ball of fire, which later exploded with a big bang. Matter from it was thrown out with great force in all directions. From this matter, many groups of stars were formed, which is we call galaxies. Millions of such galaxies were created, with each galaxy contain millions of stars. Our sun belongs to one such galaxy that we call the Milky Way, Akash Ganga in Hindi. The nearest galaxy to the Milky Way is Andromeda, which is 2 million light years away. The objects that we see in the sky are termed as heavenly or celestial bodies. First of all, stars. Any heavenly body that shines by producing its own light, it is called a star. Stars are burning bodies of gases that produce tremendous amount of the heat and light. The sun is a star and the center of the solar system is the nearest star is our solar system are Alpha and Proxima Centauri, which are only about 4.3 light years away from our sun. Some stars together make a recognizable pattern in the sky. A recognizable pattern is called the constellation. Some of the prominent and easily recognizable constellations are the Great Bear, also known as Ursa Major, Little Bear or Ursa Minor, Orion, the Hunter, and Scorpio, the Scorpion. This is our solar system. The word soul means the sun, and system refers to its family. In other words, the solar system is a name given to the sun and the group of heavenly bodies that revolve around it. The 8 planets and their satellites or moons, meteors, comets, and asteroids. So friends, now we will learn about the star. This is sun. This is sun. The sun is the center of the solar system, and its gravity is the pulling force that binds the solar system. It is a huge ball of extremely hot gases. It has surface temperature above 6000 degrees Celsius. The distance between sun and earth, it is about approximately 150 million kilometer, which is why we don't feel the tremendous heat produced by it. Next we learn about the planets. So this is our first planet, which is called the Mercury. Mercury orbits around the Sun once in a 88 Earth days. Mercury Caloris Basin is one of the largest known crater in solar system. So this is the 3D image of the Mercury. Next is Venus. Venus is the brightest and hottest planet in our solar system. Its atmosphere is mainly made up of carbon dioxide, unlike other planets in the solar system. Venus spins not from the west to east but east to west. It is a unique. Next is our planet, that is Earth. Earth is the only habitable planet which is the home of the humans and huge variety of the living organisms. Next is the Mars. Mars is also called the red planet because its surface is red. It is the home of the Olympus Mons, the largest volcano mountain found in the solar system. The mountain stands about the 27-kilometer height with a crater 81-kilometer wide. Next is Jupiter. Jupiter is the largest planet, but it spins very fast on its axis. A day on Jupiter lasts only 9 hours and 55 minutes. Next is Saturn. Saturn is the second largest and it is made of the gases, especially helium. Its rings are made of the bits of ice, dust and rocks. This is the Saturn and these are its rings. Next is Uranus. Uranus was the first planet to be discovered by the telescope. Be remember, Uranus was the first planet to be discovered by a telescope. Uranus spins lying on its side like a barrel. Since Uranus takes 84 Earth years to go around the Sun, each of its poles is in daylight for 42 years and is darkness of the next 42 years. It is a unique planet. Next is Neptune. Neptune is nearly 4 times the size of the Earth. One Neptune lasts 165 years Earth. It has the most violent weather, freezing winds blowing about the 10 times faster than the hurricane on the Earth. This makes it the windiest planet. So this is the some important informations about the planet. Next we can see about the features of the planets. So planets are celestial bodies which do not have the light and heat on their own but appear it shines on it darkness space because they reflects the sun's light. International Astronomical Unit set of the following conditions for any solar system body or qualifying the as a planet. Number one is it is the most be celestial bodies orbiting around the sun look like. Second is the most have enough weight for its self gravity. Another feature, it is the most have nearly around the shape. Next is, it is most have cleared and neighborhood around its orbit. So these are the special features of the planets. And planets are also celestial bodies that orbit around the sun in the order of their distance from the sun. They are Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune. All the planets are spherical in shape but are the different sizes. Mercury is the smallest planet while Jupiter is the largest. The planets are generally divided into the two main categories: large, low density, large low density gas giants, and the smaller rocky terrestrial. The four terrestrial are the Mercury, Venus, Earth, and Mars, and the four gas giants are Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune. Each planet spins on its axis. This is the movement is called the rotations, and one rotations make one planet day. One complete movement around the sun, it is called the revolutions or planet year. Another are some other dwarf planets. They are the tiny, look here, they are the tiny planets within our solar systems and are classifying according to the following features. They should be orbit around the sun, they must weigh enough for their self-gravity. They must have an almost around the shape. They should not be satellites. They must have not cleared the neighborhood around their orbits. Okay. And dwarf planets in solar system is Eris, Dysomenia, Pluto, Makemake, Haumea, and the big asteroid Ceres. Next is we learn about our especially Earth. Earth is the third planet which is third planet from the sun. It is the fifth largest planet in the solar system. It is also the largest of the solar system four terrestrial planet. It is sometimes referred to as a blue planet. Or called the Latin name Terra. The spherical in shape, slightly bulging at the equator and it bit flattened at the poles. Okay. It lies at the distance of about the 150 million kilometer from the sun. It spins on its tilted axis speed of 108 thousands kilometer an hour. It takes the 365 days and 6 hours for the Earth to complete one revolution around the sun, and 24 hours to complete one rotation on its axis. Together, these movements affect the temperatures and the weather on the planets, and thus we experience the various seasons. The physical characteristics of the Earth and its positions relative to the Sun have made it habitable. The Earth is the only planet in solar system that supports life. Its distance from the Sun is perfect for maintaining the suitable temperature and conditions for life to exist. If our planet were closer to the Sun, the oceans would have dried up, and if it were further away, the water bodies would have been frozen. This is the encyclopedia of our Earth. And it is also called Earth is a unique planet because what makes our planet so special? So let's find out the physical characteristics of the Earth and its positions relative to the Sun have made it habitable. It is the only planet in the solar system where human beings and large varieties of the other species like exist. Its distance from the Sun is perfect for maintaining a suitable temperature and conditions for life to exist. If our planet were closer to the Sun, the oceans would have dried up, and it were further away, the water bodies would have frozen. The Earth is surrounded by a layer of air. It is composed of the life-supporting gases called the atmosphere. Atmosphere helps in maintaining the temperature on Earth and protect us from the harmful ray of the sun. Okay, next we learn about our nearest satellite. This is called the moon. The moon is the Earth's only natural satellite. It is about the 3.8444 kilometer from the Earth. Its diameter is one-fourth of that of the Earth, and its gravity is one-sixth of the Earth's. The moon has no atmosphere and water, resulting in the absence of any form of life on it. The moon takes about 28 days to revolve around the Earth and the same time to rotate on its axis too. This is the reasons why we always see the same side of the moon from the Earth and never get to see its another side. Like the surface of the moon is full of crater, largely due to the bombardment of the meteors. Moon has the different types of phases. This term refers to the different shapes of the moon we see at night. You have just read that the moon take about 28 days to go around the earth. The shape of the moon grows during one half of this period, which is called the waxing period, and reduce during the half, which is called the waning period. This happened because the moon's different positions during the journey around the earth. And moon is a natural satellite. It's a celestial body that orbit a planet. Moon is the only Earth's natural satellite. Some planets have multiple natural satellites and some have none. Saturn has 62 moons. Jupiter has 67 moons. Uranus has 27 moons. Neptune has 14 moons and Mars has 2 moons. Jupiter's moon Ganymede is one of the largest in the solar system, as its orbit around the Earth is elliptical. The moon is at the average distance is about the 3,84,000 kilometers from the Earth. The moon complete an orbit around the Earth is 27 or 28 days and 8 hours. It takes the same time to rotate on its axis. That is the reasons why we always see the same side of the moon. The surface area is less than one-tenth of the Earth's surface area, and its volume is about the 2% of the volume of the Earth. The moon is kept in its orbit by the gravitational pull from the Earth. The moon's surface is marked by the crater which is formed when asteroids and comets collide with its surface. There are about 500,000 craters with diameter greater than 1 kilometer on the moon. The largest crater on the moon, it is called the South Pole. Here, an Attican basin, which is also one of the largest known craters in the solar system. Next is that the phases of the moon. Have you ever wondered why the moon seems to be changed its shape? As the moon revolves around the earth, it appears as if it is changing shape in the sky. Sometimes we see the moon grow from the thin crescent to full disk or full moon, and then shrink back to the thin crescent before the vanishing from the few days. These are phases of the moons. The phases of the moons are different way the moon looks from Earth over about a month. As the moon orbit around the earth, a half of the moon that faces the sun will be light up. The different shapes of the lit portions of the moon that can be seen from the earth are known as the phases of the moon. Let's learn about moon. New moon is a side of the moon facing the earth on not illuminated. Additionally, the moon is up throughout the day and down throughout the night. For these reasons, we cannot see the moon during this phase. Another is full moon. When we can observe the entire face of the moon, we call the full moon. Next is waxing phase. It is period during which moon grow from new moon to full moon. Waning phase, it is the period during which moon becomes smaller, that is full from full moon to new moon. Next, some important informations about the moon. The moon is the only celestial body where humans have successfully reached. On the July 16, 1969, the Apollo 11 was launched from the Kennedy Space Center. On July 20, 1969, Commander Neil Armstrong became the first man to step up on the moon. The moon is one-fourth the size of the earth, so the moon's gravity is lesser than the earth's gravity. It is 83.3% less to be exact. So you would weigh much less than on the moon. Imagine how far you could jump on the moon.